Now, if you look at this play, this is what's going on. Kelsey Mitchell is going to just run up this way, and then this is where she gets the ball. AB is going to come right here to set this screen for Caitlin. And Lexi, she's just running straight down. She's going to run straight down and look like a decoy, while Caitlin is going to come around here and try to get the ball, right?
Welcome back to WNBA Show, where we break down the real story behind the highlight. So, Caitlin Clark just dropped
But let's get into some of the things that I was liking, some of the things that was interesting.
32 points, 10 assists, and hit every single free throw she took. The Indiana Fever,
Man, she not rocking with any of it. I think she wanted that ball, and it makes sense. She won the game for them in the last one. You might as well give it to her again.
beat Chicago. She made WNBA history. Sounds perfect, right? Except there's this moment where
A minute. Why are y'all just now that I'm taking from this game is leg sleeve Caitlin? She looked like she is confident, man. It's a different type of game I'm seeing from her. And she's calling her numbers. She's trying to get downhill. She's trying to get to that rim. So I can see it, man. I see the progression. I see what she's trying to do. I see how she's getting off that perimeter sometimes and making sure she gets floaters, mid-range shots, lays. I see her trying to mix it up, turning into that 3-level score, man. Shout out to her. But y'all let me know how y'all feel.
Annie White looks furious, and I mean actually angry at her franchise player. She's calling Clark over during a timeout. The body language is rough. Clark's standing there with her hands up, and White's face, she looks ready to let her have it. That moment went viral. Suddenly, people are writing headlines about tension, about drama, about a rift between star and coach. One frame of footage, and suddenly there's a...
Let's go ahead and take a look. So first things first, Caitlin Clark coming out and hitting this big three off the stagger. You see the two screens coming. Big screen. Nice defense by Skylar Diggins. She was getting some of those passes that Caitlin was trying to throw off. But then AB gets it back, throws it to Caitlin, knocks it down. Come on, man, give us some water. That was beautiful work. Planet Caitlin, man, check it out. Once again, that gravity working at its finest. Denied the screen, didn't even need the screen, just taking off on somebody. It's like this where Caitlin wanted...
story that doesn't exist. But here's the thing, to understand what's really happening, we have to back up. Because the exchange between White and Clark, that didn't come from nowhere. It came from a possession that completely fell apart, and before that, from a game that Indiana nearly threw away. The Fever were up 19 points, 19, against a Chicago team that's barely hanging on. And then Indiana started playing like they didn't want to win. The lead got smaller, then the game was actually close.
But they didn't necessarily give it to her. As you see, she gets the screen here. She's going to roll around. Watch her. Just watch her right here. She's like, hey, throw me the ball. Caitlin wanted it tonight. She wanted it tonight, man. And she showed dropping, 32? Yeah, she wanted to score tonight, man. But she's running around. You're going to see, look. She's like, hey, don't get it to her. It goes way over there, and they're not on one accord. Now, if we bring it back, I want to give some props to the Chicago Sky on this one, too. Back in.
Game that should have been over by the third quarter, the Fever was suddenly fighting just to stay ahead. So, when White looked upset, it wasn't because she and Clark suddenly don't get along. It was because she was watching a comfortable win nearly become a loss, live in real time. And Caitlin was frustrated too, because she knew she could see it happening. Let's talk about that final possession that sparked everything. The play is designed the right way. You've got Kelsey Mitchell moving, Aaliyah Boston sets a screen for Caitlin, the spacing looks good. The idea is simple. Move the defense.
Now this play was interesting, man. You're going to see AB and Stevens go at it right here. They got the chirping. Look at this. AB fades and miss it. And she did another play a little before this where she bumped somebody and fade. Like, I would rather her try to go close to the rim and make a bucket. I know she had two defenders on her. Should have been looking to pass right here. But, yeah, I like it when she bumps and try to go right at the rim instead of fading away. That's helping the defense, in my opinion. But you're going to see her, look, they're going to go at it.
Fence around, find gaps, attack. But Chicago's zone is shifting. They're going 2-3, then 3-2, then back again. They're trying to keep Indiana just half a step behind, and Indiana's not handling it well. They're getting confused. The offense is slowing down, and on this particular play, things completely break down. You watch Caitlin asking for the ball, actually asking, hands up, give it to me. She's already made every free throw tonight. She's been torching.
No, but. And just looking at how Caitlin is walking, like, I don't know. It looks like she ain't rocking with none of it.
Every defender Chicago is thrown at her. She wants the ball. She should get the ball. But the play doesn't go there and the possession dies, and that's when White pulls her over. Now here's what matters. Clark wanted the ball because she knew she could score, and she was right. She should have had it. White didn't give it to her because she's trying to make sure that when they run set plays, everyone trusts the system. When your superstar is begging for the rock every possession.
And honestly, Steve, now let's take a look at the BS play where Caitlin got the tech, all right? You're going to see her drive in. She got two on her, and it looked like some arm action. I can't see in this angle, but it looked like a little arm action, right? So you see Caitlin, she's like, man, it's a foul. They taking off. Nothing's called. Nothing's called yet. Watch. Finally get it here. Cardoso, big bucket. Then they blow the whistle and say,
you lose your spacing, you lose your discipline, the whole thing falls apart. Both of those things are completely valid. That's the entire conversation right there. Two competitive people who just watched execution break down when it mattered most. That's not a feud. That's the sound of people who care too much to pretend everything is fine. So let's talk about what actually happened in this game, because it tells you everything about where Indiana is right now. First, Caitlin Clark is on a different level now. This is not the same player from the beginning of the season. You watch her in the second half, and she's doing something you don't normally see. She's attacking the basket with purpose. She's getting to the line at will. She's running sets where she's calling her own number, getting downhill, mixing in floaters, mid-range shots, drives. She's becoming a three-level scorer, and that matters because it makes her impossible to defend. Chicago threw everything at her. Skylar Diggins was getting hands on the ball, they were sending help, and it didn't matter. Clark would either blow past them or find the open person. That's skill plus basketball IQ, and she's got both right now. But here's the thing about that technical foul that got called on her. You see her drive into the paint, two defenders on her, there's contact, you can see her arm action, she's not getting the call, nothing. The whistle doesn't blow, and then possession ends and they finally call a technical on her after she snapped. Now everyone's looking at the technical like she just got frustrated and reacted, and sure, there was frustration, but that's not the whole story. What Caitlin actually did, and this is the growth you're watching, she saw that the officials weren't calling fouls in her favor, so she adjusted. She forced her frustration into the game in a controlled way. She got herself a technical, and in that moment, she shifted momentum. She got into the official's head. She changed how the game was being called because she made it impossible to ignore her.